The love of Allah is something so special, and it's a completely different form of love compared to every type of love on this earth. Just because loving Allah is limitless. The more you love Allah, the more reward you're going to get, the better you're going to feel, the closer you're going to get to Him, and the more dignified you're going to become. As opposed to, let's say, loving a partner, for example, or loving a friend or a best friend. Loving someone too much sometimes can backfire, and it can be toxic at sometimes. It can also make people take you for granted. It can make you go through um, being treated not in the best way, humiliated sometimes, not respected, a lot of things like that. The only love that you cannot drown in is the love for God or the love towards God. And it's something so unique and so special because the more you humble yourself to Allah, the more dignified you become, which is very interesting because it's completely different from any type of love that we know of. The more you humble yourself, you humiliate yourself to God, to Allah, and you praise Him, you pray to Him, you put your forehead on the ground for Him, and the more you love Him, the more dignified you are. And if He loves you, He calls the angels to love you, and then the angels call everyone on earth to love you. So love is sort of spread on earth for you. So everyone loves you for some reason. So you humiliate slash humble yourself to Allah, and then you actually walk on earth with a lot of dignity and a lot of self-respect and confidence, as opposed to love for other people or things for that matter can sometimes make you weak and can make you less confident and can make you broken and can be sometimes taken advantage of. For example, you love someone and then they take that for granted and they begin to treat you not so good, and they might um, shout at you, they might abuse you. It's just life. So people need sort of love within limits, because when that love exceeds the limit, it can become toxic, and people might abuse that. Obviously, not everyone, but at the end of the day, there's a limit for how much love we have for other people. It's not limitless, but the love towards God is limitless, and it's something completely different. And if you've not experienced it, and I'm not saying I have, I'm trying to reach that, but I've sort of caught a glimpse of it, and I sort of I'm beginning to understand what it is, and it's something so incredible. It's just can't explain it. It is genuinely the only love that you cannot drown in. You cannot. There's no negatives in that love. Because a lot of people know how, like, for example, if you're obsessed with someone, you love them so much and things like that, there are gonna be some downsides. You might be too obsessed with them. You might spend a lot of time like um, being worried about them, talking to them, or talking about them, and this is in a romantic context, right? It can be a bit hard. It can weigh on you. It can make you forget yourself. It can make you like there are a lot of downsides. This is just not mentioning the downsides that come from you, not how they might treat you as well, seeing you like that. Because um, when love is too much, it can be a bit harmful. But love cannot be too much with God, which is very interesting and is just limitless. And as I said at the start of the video, the more you humble yourself to God, the more you show weakness, the more you show vulnerability, the more you break down, you cry to God, the more you do those things, the more He loves you, and the more you love Him, and the more confident and happy and the higher your self esteem will be. It's so interesting because if you do that with another person, you're innately going to feel less secure about yourself because you've sort of put your self worth on that person. You extract your self worth from that person because you love them so much and they become your whole life. Anything happens between you and them, you get affected. They leave you, you feel bad, and so on and so forth. But that doesn't happen with Allah. Why? Because Allah doesn't leave you. One. Two, He doesn't die. And three, He can do everything. He can help you. So, for example, you're feeling bad, you go to that person that you love so much, they can't help you. They cannot change you, or they're limited. They can help you emotionally to some degree, but they cannot actually help you. But God can help you. And these are just a few examples, right? And you can talk to God literally at any time, anywhere. That's it. You can always talk to God. And when you talk to God, He talks to you as well. Um, when you make remembrance of God, He mentions you as well. And if you make remembrance of God in front of people, or Allah, because I'm Muslim, if you make remembrance of Allah in front of people, like I'm doing now with you guys, He makes remembrance of me in heaven with the angels. So, understanding these things and appreciating the love that Allah has for us and that we have for Him is just life changing, genuinely. And I'll take it a step further as well. This is very deep and very interesting. You can only truly love other people in a good way, in a healthy way, if your priority is Allah. This is quite interesting and might not be a very straightforward, might not be very, it's not natural to think this way, I guess, but if your priority is Allah and your main love is Allah, you will feel calm, you will feel fulfilled, you won't be needy, you won't be anxious, you won't be depressed. All of your internal struggles, turmoils will be gone, genuinely. It's just something else. And then you experience that, and then you're in a position to actually love people and be kind to them, and not out of neediness, not out of obsession, not out of trauma, no, but like genuine love and appreciation for the other person. And that love that you have for other people will always be within limits, will always be healthy, no toxicity, no obsession, no stalking, no nothing crazy. It will be within limits because why? Like why? Because you're fulfilled. Because Allah fulfills you every single day. You wake up, you feel good. The love that doesn't drown you, the love that's endless, the love that you can give so much into it and you will get 10 times the reward back. Always. Always. There is no loss with Allah. You don't gamble. The love is guaranteed. That's the only obsession that's actually worth it. Because as I said, Allah doesn't leave you at all. There's no sort of an anxiety with the attachment towards God, like anxious attachment style. There is no such thing because He doesn't leave you, so you don't have an anxiety towards that. He doesn't die, so He's not never gonna leave you. He can always help you with every single thing that you want in life. Literally, He can do everything, so you feel safe. This is important. Safety. A lot of people enter relationships for safety. So you feel safe without anyone. And you feel always protected. And the list is endless. You feel respected. Because Allah, when He loves you, He makes everyone loves you and respect you. And then you walk on this earth with a lot of confidence, a lot of your self-esteem is just high. You feel good about yourself. And this is something that you can only feel if you've experienced. I'm not saying like I've experienced this, but I'm trying. So the more you give into this relationship between you and Allah, the more you're going to get back. There is no diminishing returns at all. And Allah will never sort of like take you for granted, if that makes sense. As in like you love Him so much and then He won't like give you anything, or He won't talk to you, or He won't give you mercy or anything like that. No, the more you give, the more He gives back. And actually, one of His names is Al-Shakur, which means, it's going to be a rough translation, but if you do little, like so little for Him, let's say you do something very small, you donate like, I don't know, like £5 or something to a person, the reward that He gives you is going to be so huge compared to what you've done, because He's Al-Shakur. He gives you so much back for the little that you've done. So add that to the equation and you will see how it's mind blowing. So you can never drown in the love of Allah ever. There's no negative side effects. There's just no drawbacks. Nothing. It's just positive throughout. But with people, or with things, or with pets, or whatever it is, love isn't so straightforward. There's a lot of tragedy. You can love someone so much and they won't love you back. Or you could love them so much and they would abuse you, or they would take advantage of that. Or they might love you back, but not as much as you do. You know what I mean? And you do that a lot and they take advantage of you. And I've heard so many stories, and I'm a human being as well. Like, I've been through this. And I know what that means. And once you let go of the love of all people, sure, you love people, but you, like, calmly let go. Detach a little bit. Make your priority Allah, your love for Allah. Your fulfillment comes from Allah. Your happiness comes from Allah. That's something else. This is a completely different world. You're talking about just a whole nother experience. First of all, you're gonna feel like you don't need anyone as much. And then you're gonna feel this internal fulfillment and happiness anywhere you go. It doesn't matter, you're always happy, no matter how bad your life is, because Allah puts that in you through because you love Him and you worship Him and you do all these good things. He rewards you and He puts this in your heart to feel very fulfilled and happy and just calm, no anxiety, no depression, no worries, nothing. Even if you're struggling, even if you're sick, or if um, you don't have money or anything like that, still, this is something He puts in you. And then you go out into the world and you meet people. You're just calm. You're just happy. You're not needy. You're not desperate. You're not trying to manipulate people. You're not trying to take advantage of people. You're not trying to exploit people. You're just being you. You don't need them. And when you reach that stage through the love of Allah, only then would you be able to actually connect with people on a deep, actual level, because neediness is not cool, okay? Because a lot of people romanticize that, like, oh, the needy, I don't know, let's say a guy says, like, he wants a needy girl, for example, so she's always, like, um, next to him, she's always talking to him, she's always, like, messaging him, things like that, because he wants to feel seen and respected and loved and things like that, and vice versa as well. But no, that's not true love. That's not genuine love. This is trauma speaking. This is toxicity speaking. And you know it. You know it when someone doesn't genuinely they don't genuinely love you. Um, they do it out of desperation. They do it out of fear of being alone. They do it out of all these things. That's not true love. So once you understand that you can drown in the love of other people or the love of other things in life, anything except Allah. And if you're someone who's been through that, you're gonna know how bad it feels. You're gonna feel disrespected sometimes. You're gonna feel humiliated. You're gonna feel taken advantage of. And sometimes, unfortunately, when people realize that you love them a lot, they don't respect you anymore. And this is a sad reality, but it's true. For example, the nice guy, like meme, the nice guy, like very nice guy, like he just like loves you, things like that, and you'll notice that that person or that man isn't respected. Why? Because he's placed his worth on another person, another woman, let's say, and he's forgotten the love of Allah, and he doesn't have internal fulfillment. So I would urge you to take a step back and contemplate on this idea of the love of Allah, because it's genuinely something else, man. Like I can't explain it. It's one of those things, and it feels so good knowing that this love will never hurt you. The love of Allah will never hurt you. It's always good. The more you put into it, the more you're gonna get back. No tricks, no games, no anything. It's just real, sincere, and it feels good. You feel loved, you feel fulfilled, you feel safe, you feel protected, you feel cared for, you feel like Allah is helping you and He actually helps you, and you um, make dua prayer and He answers you. It's just a different experience. It's something else. It's very spiritual and it's exactly what your heart needs. Every single person on this earth, literally every single person is looking for this. But Allah gives it only to the people that He wants. Not everyone gets it. Not everyone gets it. It's only for certain people that Allah wants. I'm not saying like certain people like by like gender or ethnicity or things like that. No, no. As in like the only people that Allah thinks that are worth it or that they deserve it. And if you want to be deserving of that, you have to be humble. You have to be humble. You have to ask Allah, please guide me, please help me, please give me your love. Please allow me to love you and love me back and things like that. And once you reach that stage, you can never go back. Once you actually understand who Allah is through His names, the most merciful, the most generous, the most forgiving, the most wise, and so on and so forth, 99 names. Once you understand who He is, and you'll understand how beautiful He is and how generous He is, how merciful He is, all of these beautiful names, the amount of love that you're going to have for Him is, yeah, it's just, it's something else. It's something else. One of the scholars of Islam, I forgot his name, he said that there is no way a person would know like Allah through His names and not love Him. There is no way. It's just impossible. It's just impossible. So I urge you to not love anything else too much except Allah, because you're going to hurt yourself and you're not going to get treated nicely. People are naturally designed to sort of take a step back when someone loves them too much, not in a like a healthy way, if that makes sense. And whether that's romantic relationships or friendships or whatever it is, you can love people, not being like nihilistic or anything like that. There will be love, but after you discover the love of Allah and you feel internally fulfilled and you feel good about yourself and your self-esteem is high and you're not needy, you're fulfilled. At that point, your love for other people is going to be balanced, genuine, deep, not from a place of neediness, not from a place of insecurity, not from a place of emotional codependency, not from a place of trauma, not from a place of admiration, not from any of that. It's going to be a place of genuine, true love. Why? Because you are already fulfilled by Allah. And actually, take it one step further, if it's a romantic relationships, you can love them in Allah, which means, let's say I'm married, and my wife is a woman who prays Allah, she loves Allah as well, and she makes remembrance of Allah. I love her because she loves Allah as well, because she's such a good person, she's such a good woman. And that is also another whole another level of love as well. It's just very different than I love her because she's smart or I love her because she looks nice or anything like that, which is also good, but you get my point. Spirituality. We're in this day and age, we've just completely forgotten about the heart, the soul, as if they don't exist. It's all the brain, the brain, the brain. I don't know. And I'm a doctor and I'm doing a master's degree in psychology now, clinical psychology. So I know these things. I've gone through all of that. The brain, the brain, the brain, neurotransmitters, I don't know, dopamine, serotonin, acetylcholine, whatever it is. Okay, that's true. This is like these brain chemistry concepts and all of these things. They're correct. I get it. However, we forgot about the soul. We forgot about love. We forgot about the heart. We're not so simple. We as creatures, we're not so simple. We're not two cells communicating, like two neurons communicating with each other through a neurotransmitter, and that guides our feelings and how we think and everything. No, because a lot of people think like that. They think we're just a clump of cells, and um, I don't know. That's it. We're just like cells, and we don't have a soul. We don't have a heart. We don't. That's completely not true. Life is so much deeper than what it looks like, and we're so much deeper than what we look like. And this new era of science has really taken sort of a reductionist view on human beings, and we've sort of reduced human beings to just cells and biology, right? Forget about that. I mean, it's correct, but I'm telling you, as a doctor and as a clinical psychology student, sure, these things form some of the picture, but not the whole thing. What we're missing these days is the love for Allah, and we're missing just generally the condition of our soul and our heart. We're completely forgetting about that. We think physical fulfillment is should make us feel fulfilled. Like if I have money and I have a partner and I have a car and I eat well and I work out and I travel, like I should be fulfilled. No, that that doesn't mean anything. You could have nothing. You can have none of those things and be extremely fulfilled. And you can have everything and be not fulfilled whatsoever. Life is not so simple. The fastest way for genuine happiness, and I just can't explain this happiness because it's something you have to experience yourself, is being close to Allah. It takes time, it takes effort because it's not something you get in one day. It might take years, but the reward is just something else. And this love you'll have for your whole life, it's always there. It won't leave you, and you can't drown in it. The more you put into it, the more you're gonna get back. No toxicity, no games, nothing. I hope that makes sense. And yeah, this video was just about the concept of the love of God and how it's limitless and how you cannot drown in it, as opposed to all different kinds of love. All different kinds of love, period. Yeah, I would love for every single person on earth to experience that and to find that. I know it's impossible because it can't happen, but for most people, let's say. But if you want to truly get that, you want to experience that, you have to beg Allah, and you have to be humble, and you have to break your ego. You cannot be full of ego and be like, I don't need him, but yeah, I want to try it, but I don't need him. No, it can't be like that. You have to be like, oh God, please, please, I need you. I want you. I need your love. I need your help. And you beg and you pray because you're doing it for you. He doesn't need you. So that's the point. Because a lot of people think that when they ask God or something like that, that they're doing something for God. Like God doesn't need you. You're literally doing this 100% for yourself. So this is the only thing that you actually, or you sort of, it's necessary that you have to sort of humble yourself. But with people, you don't need to humble yourself like that. With people, the more you humble yourself to Allah, the more you're gonna be so confident with such a high self-esteem and so resilient that with people you're not gonna feel like you need to humble yourself, or you're not gonna feel like, okay, you're gonna humble yourself in a good way, but you're not gonna humiliate yourself, if that makes sense. You're not gonna put yourself down. You're not gonna accept disrespect. You're not gonna allow people to step on your boundaries. You're gonna be such a strong person, such a confident person, because you already have your love. You're not desperate. You don't need people because you're already fulfilled by Allah. So that's the video. I hope that was helpful. And that being said, I want to go talk to Allah because this video made me a bit excited to get my share of love, Allah. So yeah, I hope that was helpful. Well, have a good day.